Hey, what's up, guys? This is Legend. A lot of you has asked what's been going on with the team and myself since after UMG Atlanta. Like, we kind of like disappeared. Like, we haven't been really doing anything. And this video is just going to be filling you guys in with what's been going on. After UMG Atlanta, we all kind of like decided that we kind of wanted to take a break from, like, not really competitive, but we just wanted to take a break from like scrims and stuff like that because the prior month to leading up to UMG Atlanta, we were grinding the game like nonstop, constantly, like day in, day out, hours after hour, just scrimming and going over strats, going over theater. We were just literally grinding the game out because at UMG Atlanta, we just wanted to prove to everybody that we weren't just gonna be that top 16 team that was just gonna, always be consistently in the top 16 team. Like we wanted to prove everybody wrong, that we are better than that. And coming into UMG Atlanta, we did. We proved to people that we weren't just a top 16 team, that we could easily compete with the top teams. Like we beat FaZe, which is considered one of the better teams. Like people were saying that they were going to win UMG Atlanta. We competed with SOAR, which is easily a top 4 team. Like you have a legend on that team, Stainville. You have Realize, who plays third at Dallas. And then you have Heist and who's the other player on that team? Heist and Methods, who just plays fifth at Anaheim. So that's a pretty solid team right there. And we competed with them. We took it to the last map 5-5 search and destroy. And we just kind of joked, but after Atlanta, we just wanted to chill and relax. Folsom, he was actually going to move his girlfriend into her new college up in New York, and which that probably took about like a couple of days. And after he moved his girlfriend in, he himself moved back up to Boston, and he's been situating himself up there. And actually today he still doesn't even have internet because, I don't know, Comcast has been, messing with him in a way. Like they said, his internet was going to be up, or his cable wires are going to be up Monday, and they're not even active yet. So he's still trying to figure that out. And Sham going through his little phase again, going through his social life. He's hanging out with his friends and talking to people that he hasn't really been able to talk to within like the last month. And I've been kind of like doing the same thing. Like right after Atlanta, like I started hanging out with my friends again and focusing on work. Like a few of you know that I'm a UPS manager on the night shift during the week, Monday through Friday. And I've been kind of like focusing on work with that, and then during the day I'd be like hanging out with my friends, relaxing with them, like people I haven't really even talked to like in a month because I've been grinding the game with my team, and it was just nice to just sit back and relax and not have any tension and stress with the team, and with people with their eyes down our back. And like it was nice having a stress-free week or so, and it was just nice to like I said, like relax and just come back to a normal life. But now we're getting to the time where it's we need to start scrimming again. We need to start getting back into the game, and that's what we're probably gonna be doing here in a little bit. And a few of you has asked, like, why haven't I been coming out with YouTube videos and, streaming and stuff like that? And if you guys haven't been paying attention on Twitter, I had a really massive infection in my mouth. Apparently, from what the dentist said, like, it can happen overnight with any kind of, like, decaying tooth or any tooth that's kind of chipped. And what it's called an abscess. And this abscess was massive. Like, it was huge. It looked like alright, imagine this. Imagine having a golf ball in your mouth, just like to the side of the cheek. Like if you see like a baseball player, like when they dip during the game, like they throw in like a huge lip. Now think of that times like 3, and with that in there, have like a giant needle sticking under your tooth or your mouth, and that's what it felt like. I had a massive like golf ball, like, or maybe it was, I don't know, it might have been even bigger than a golf ball. It probably could have been like a tennis ball size, stuck in the side of my mouth with like a massive needle just poking me the entire time. It was honestly the worst pain in my entire life. That Friday after Atlanta, I had like my tooth started hurting me, and it started like really bothering me, and like it was like the pain was honestly undescribable. It hurt so bad, and I couldn't do anything after that Friday after work because when I got off Friday at work, it's 3 a.m. Saturday, and no dentist is open during the weekends. Well, at least my dentist isn't the one I go to, and so I really couldn't do anything. All I had to do was put oral gel in my mouth, take massive amounts of Advil and Tylenol, and I probably like OD'd on like Tylenol and Advil like Saturday because the pain was just unbearable. Like the pain didn't even subside with all the Advil and Tylenol I was taking in. It was, oh my god, you wouldn't even describe. I can't even describe the pain. Like it was honestly that bad. Like, and I have a really high pain tolerance threshold, and because I've had 7 surgeries and I've had a broken ankle, and none of those even came close to the pain what I was in. And so that Saturday, I actually went out drinking just because I went out with my friends. Like I said, like I wanted to relax and um, focus on my real life for a little bit. And when I went out drinking, like the pain went away, and because obviously like alcohol, it numbed my mouth. Well, at least the clear alcohol did. It numbed my mouth. And when I woke up the next day on Sunday, pain unbelievable, worst pain I've ever had in my life, and it was 10 times the pain that I had on that Friday. And so I didn't know what to do because the dentists are closed on Sunday, obviously, or they're closed on the weekend. And so I had to make an emergency call to the dentist. They had to make me a prescription or an emergency prescription for antibiotics because they knew what the problem was and what it was. Like I said, it was a massive infection in my mouth. And the only way I can get rid of it, or at least try to subside the pain for a little bit, was to take Tylenol, like what I was doing, Advil, to help the inflammation go down, and take the antibiotics. I had a double the amount of antibiotics that day on Sunday. I'm only supposed to take 2 pills. I had to take 4. Then on top of that, I had to take oral gel, and which that really didn't even do anything for me because the oral gel didn't kick in until like 3 hours later. It's supposed to kick in with the first 10 minutes. So like after that Sunday, I had that Monday I went into a dentist appointment at like it was 7 a.m. I had to go in, so I stayed up. I didn't go to bed that Sunday. I went to the dentist appointment. It was at 7 a.m. I drove there at like 6:30, and as soon as I walked in, they're like, "Oh." Literally, like the receptionist was like, "Oh God," she saw my face and she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you in here right away." So like I didn't have to wait at all. The head dentist saw me, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to get that taken care of ASAP." And so they made an emergency appointment with the oral surgeon, and I heard him on the phone with the oral surgeon like, "Yeah, this abscess is pretty bad. Like it's probably one of the worst I've seen since I've started working here." And then when I heard that, I was like, "Oh shit! What did I do? What happened? Like how bad can this really be?" So my oral surgeon appointment was at 3:15, and they got me all set up. They put me in anesthetics, so I fell asleep during the surgery. They removed my tooth. After the surgery, I still had my swollen mouth. I mean, that was to be expected because I had surgery and the infection was still there. They said it would go away with a few days, and eventually it did. My swelling didn't start going away until like this past Friday, and I don't know. It was honestly like the worst thing I could that would ever been able to happen because I like to work and I wasn't able to work at all during that week. Monday through Friday because all the pain meds that I was on Vicodin, I was still on antibiotics, and it was just kind of like disappointing because I wasn't able to do anything, and I love working. And so even the oral surgeon said that the abscess that they worked on, it was probably the worst they've ever seen. They said if they didn't put me under, I would not be able to complete the surgery because the infection was so massive that it would have been so painful if I was awake. Because they asked me if I wanted to stay awake or be put to sleep. I'm like, there's no way I would be able to stay awake through the surgery. And they're like, I'll be able to put Novocaine and, it'll help you out. And I'm like, no, put me to sleep. There's no way I'll be able to stay up through this. So I mean, that's basically what happened with me throughout that week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I ended up going 49-16 with a few pros in here. There's Gucci, Ego, 8's, Embos, and a few top other players like Jay Hayes and Omega. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any constructive criticism is appreciated. And subscribe to my channel because I'll be coming out with some more content.